We continue our digital hockey media day coverage with Mason Jobst of Ohio State. All-American last year. Mason, 55 points, tied for the Big Ten scoring lead. I think outside of Columbus, you exceeded most people's expectations. Did you, in any chance, exceed your own?
I try to work really hard in the off-season, obviously, to prepare. I'd like to say I didn't exceed my expectations, but you just got to be confident in the way you play, and I think I just did my best, and hopefully I can improve on it this year.
Individually, as you set out to improve, what areas of improvement did you focus on last offseason? What have you been focusing on this offseason?
I think I always like to just work on my craft and my skills, and then obviously just up in the weight room. I'm not the biggest guy, so just getting stronger is always going to be super important for me.
If you're one of the smaller, or let's put it as not one of the biggest guys on the ice, in a sport that has gotten bigger and stronger over the past decade, to be sure, how do you still find yourself to be effective? What sort of tricks or techniques can you use as not the biggest guy out there, as you would put it?
Well, it's something I've always been small since I was a kid. I never was the biggest guy growing up. So I just found ways to use my body, protect the puck as much as I can.
Mason, you guys had 21 wins last year. It's the most by any Ohio State team since the 08-09 team. Also the first time since that year that an NCAA tournament bid was waiting at the end of the regular season. What was the most satisfying part of last year?
I think it was a big goal of ours to reach an NCAA tournament. It hadn't been done in a while here at Ohio State. So that was a big accomplishment for us. It was a disappointing loss in the Big Ten playoffs. But, we're just looking to get back to the tournament this year and hopefully make it further.
Obviously, that NCAA tournament loss to Minnesota Duluth in overtime, you guys rally back in the third period and played so well. How difficult was it to watch UMD continue to advance all the way to the national championship game?
Yeah, going into the tournament, obviously they were #1 seed, so we knew they were going to be an extremely tough team to play against. I thought we played really well. We brought them into overtime. We had a lot of great chances in overtime. It was certainly a heartbreaker.
For you guys to continue to be as effective as you were last year offensively, and specifically, Mason, on the power play, despite the loss of guys up front like Nick Schilke and David Gust and Drew Brevig, who had been such an important part running that power play from the blue line, how do you continue to have that same kind of success with the man advantage?
Yeah, we certainly lost a lot of key guys, but we have a lot of guys returning that are just going to have to step up. We're all a year older, and then we have some new guys coming in. They have some roles to fill, so there's a lot of opportunity here.
Your summer's been very busy. I know you stayed late in Columbus, and then you got invites to both Pittsburgh and Boston development camps. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was a great experience, obviously, to get in there at both those historic teams and see their facilities, get to meet the coaches and all the prospects. It was really fun and a great learning experience. Mason,
you're a two-time OSU Scholar-Athlete. You were academic All-Big Ten last year. So you combine that with what you did on the ice. How do you find a way to be successful in both as far as your time management is concerned?
Yeah, that's something that Coach Rawlik stresses on a lot. Obviously on the ice is very important, but off the ice and in the classroom is super important as well. We have lots of great resources here at Ohio State that help us out, and it's we work really hard at it, and we have lots of tutors and stuff like that help us along the way. So just lots of great resources.
What are your thoughts on Notre Dame joining the league this season and the Big Ten expanding to 7 teams?
Yeah, I think it's a great fit. Obviously, being an Indiana boy, it'll be fun for me to get back home and play in front of some friends and family. But obviously, it's a historic program. They made a big run last year, and I'm excited to get them in the league and play them.
Mason Jobst, one of the most exciting players in all of college hockey, kind enough to join us here as part of our Digital Hockey Media Week. Mason, truly appreciate the time. Best of luck this week and this year with the Buckeyes.
Thank you so much.